Good morning. It is a beautiful day outside, and we are gonna make a hummus wrap. And I am adding some white beans into it just for a little extra protein. And of course, my cat seems to think it's for her, but nope. And then I got these Bolthouse fresh. They're like supposedly party snacks, but they're just carrots. And then I got a cucumber because I was kind of like surprisingly, I used to not like cucumbers, but surprisingly, like I just kept thinking about that way like cucumbers just feel so fresh, and I was thinking, that sounds really good. But right now I'm just smashing the beans up a little bit just so that then it has a little bit more texture. But then I am going to use a wrap. I'm going to use one of the Mission ones. And we're going to make us a wrap. And then I am going to sit outside and eat. And I'm going to read. I am trying to finish It's Just Friends. Why the cat seems to want to eat the beans, I don't know. But we are going to... I'm already 32% through it. I actually learned about an app called Forest, where you can actually pick like a tree you want to grow. And I really want to try that app out because I think that is a really cool way to like sit out to like grow a tree and then also still be... I also might, but then you're also like getting some reading in. And my bad. So I just have roasted pine nut hummus because I got hummus at I already knew that I wanted to do hummus wraps this week. So I, even when I was at Costco, was looking at just getting their hummus because then I would have it for longer, because I feel like with spring on the way, wraps are just more appealing right now. So, and then the cucumber was actually like really cheap, surprisingly. I was actually expecting it to be way more expensive, but it's only like 99 cents. So I'm only gonna cut like a little bit of this at a time, so hopefully like that's okay. If you guys have any tips on like cucumber salad, or I'm not like a girl who really loves like just a salad for lunch, but like I love like, those like salads with vinegar and corn, and or like bean salads, those type of things. I wouldn't mind doing that type of idea. And as well as just trying to figure out like ideas of how to best cut up the cucumber for like how to make it like last, because like this is a pretty big cucumber. I almost was thinking about getting like the English cucumbers because they're like half the size. I couldn't believe how big the cucumber, like I forgot how big cucumbers were, but I also don't buy them very often. I have come to like cucumbers as an adult, not so much as a kid. I'm debating whether to try these gummies or that I brought, or to try these strawberries I got. Carrots, so good. I was almost tempted to get like the shredded carrots, but I felt like these I could just throw right in there. Plus, some of them are kind of small anyway. Might add a little bit more of the hummus. And then, obviously, you don't have to do the beans. That was my, like, I decided I just wanted to do a little bit of the beans to give it a little extra protein. Because I feel like lunch is one of those things where, like, I don't necessarily eat a lot, but I eat enough. Probably should have gotten 2 cans, but that's okay. Try to wrap this now. I've never been, like, skilled at wrapping. We have so many, like, we even have, like, the Mexican wraps too. We have so many right now, so this kind of worked out because I just knew I do not need to buy a wrap. I almost think I put too much in there, so this might just be my lunch, but because it didn't even stay together. But and I need to get a little container for the beans, and then I'm going to enjoy sitting outside for a little bit. I'm actually thinking that for a drink, I'll have some water with some electrolytes because I was really wanting that earlier, but I really wanted to, like, drink some water first. And so, and I'm thinking I may go on another walk. I walked the dog this morning. I am still feeling that, like, feeling of just wanting coffee right now, which I know just means I'm, like, super tired, but I'm going to try to maybe go for a walk later. But I'm going to clean up, and don't be afraid to either sit outside or, like, do a craft. I even actually made, like, cute little envelopes out of, like, some construction paper because I had some tea that I wanted to give to a couple of people. And you know what? Use some colored pencils or whatever, and heck, that works. So I did all the dates that I had that were starting to, like, get a little hard, and we're gonna do fresh ground almond butter. It calls for 2 tablespoons, but I'm gonna do 4 tablespoons because of the amount of dates. And so we are gonna just do, instead of using, like, an actual spoon, I am just gonna go ahead and use a spoon because I think it's just, I'm not worried about, like, measuring for this. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out because they looked so good in the video that I watched, and I was like, we've got to try these. And then we may or may not end up adding more, as well as I got choice medium pecan pieces rather than getting like whole pecans. So we're gonna see how that turns out. I'm gonna do 4 tablespoons. I'm not even sure if that was 4 or 5, honestly. I'm just like, we're just chilling over here. Here's what it looks like so far. You can see that it's definitely, like, getting crushed, but I think I'm going to try to blend it some more before I start putting it into balls to put in the fridge. I am going to go ahead and start rolling it into like little balls to put in the fridge. I think that for the most part it is the best it's going to get. I am excited to try it, and I'm kind of like get an idea for whether I think that maybe next time I would want to try to like do more almond butter or do like more. I think maybe next time I would do less pecans. But yeah, this was just something that I saw in a video and was like, I want to try that. And so definitely am excited to try this. I'm gonna have to get a little like, maybe just get like a container out. The cat, man. So I decided just to get like a container. I am a little unsure if I want to like do a container or if I want to plan on just doing, because it's like it definitely seems like, if you look, it definitely seems like a lot. So I don't know, like, do we do the container or do we do, maybe we do, I'm definitely leaning towards we do a bigger container. All right, we're gonna just take some of this. I'm almost thinking it's just gonna be easier to use my hand. I'm gonna just roll it into little balls. The cat, man, she is very curious. Good for her. But she's not getting any of it. I thought about just doing peanut butter because I have a lot of peanut butter right now, but I decided to just try the almond butter, and I got like a small container of almond butter because sadly almond butter is actually pretty expensive. I love going to this store that's like a Mennonite store, and I got some food. Got like these crushed pecans from there, as well as some. That was weird. Are you doing that? The cat did it. I don't know if you heard the doorbell go off, but the cat did it. Because I have like these little like doorbell things in the house for me, and somehow my cat did it. I did finish Just Friends, and that was a really good book. I did really like that. It was her like debut novel, so like I feel like, but I did give it 5 stars. But I also really I really liked it. I like that the girl was a writer, and I like that she was able to like connect grief into the writing, and I really just liked I also just love the aspect of like, so like, I don't know if you know what a blue-footed bobby is, but it's like a bird that has blue feet, and they're very like, they live in, I think, Australia, but I just really love that. I love that she included that, and like, I just adored the I really loved the book, and so but now I'm reading the book for book club called Darling Girls, and I literally I'm only on chapter 2 now, so gotta. It's like a not like a. It's kind of like a crime type book, so I am working on trying to start that. Because actually, book club is on Sunday, so gotta get a reading. I haven't really heard anybody in my actual book club group say that they have started it, so I don't know if anybody else has read it, but I guess I'll find out. Here are the dates. I probably could have made them smaller, but I decided to kind of just do my own thing and tried to. I had a lot of more dates than I think that the person in the video did, so I tried to change the recipe based on what I had. So here's what I have, and we will see how these turn out. It is a new day. It is Thursday, and it's actually 2 o'clock. But I am about 25% through Darling Girls. It's already getting pretty intense. These girls find out that they have to go back to their foster home, and that was taken down, and there were bones found underneath, and it's you for the good part of the book, you're already hearing about what their life at the foster home was like and what the lady was like that they lived with, and it's pretty intense, and just don't like this lady. She is one of those ladies who I would be calling a CPS on. But it's a book. And so I like it so far. I also downloaded it on Hoopla so I can listen to it while walking and just doing chores around the house. And so that's good. And the date balls were good. I do think that I was supposed to add cocoa to them, but I didn't. But you know what? Honestly, they've been good even without the cocoa, because I love almond butter and dates, and I just think they're kind of that perfect dish to make that you can get some extra protein and even some fiber in there. So that's what I like about them, because I've had one of those weird weeks where some days I'm not even getting a lot done with lunch, and so I don't end up eating a lot, and so then they've almost been a kind of a you know dessert for me, or that where I'll have something else and then I'll have this too, and so I like that. It's kind of worked out for this week to have made those. And so I haven't had the hummus wrap anymore this week. But I also just have had one of those weeks where I just have been busy, and I had a job interview one day, and so it's just been a lot of all over the place, and so I just have not ended up really getting things done the way I thought I would. So I don't know, but I was gonna make English muffins, but did not get around to that. But I just wanted to pop in and say hi and kind of give you the update on how everything went. The sloppy joes are good. I do like them. And I do think I would like change some of the ingredients maybe. I don't know. I feel like I need to play around with that recipe. I do like using it though because like I like that personally I would like to do like vegan beef or something like that just for the sake of I think that um I feel like it would taste more like, it would taste more real. But I do like the lentils too because sometimes lentils and like navy beans are like really good for iron, and that's I kind of like this recipe in the sense that it gets some iron in. So I do like that. But that's all I have, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.